Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Jez Butterworth's hit play, The Ferryman, is getting some new American cast members led by Brian Darcy James. And we drop by Sardi's, where we caught up with all of them. How does it feel like being back in the rehearsal room again?
It's always a thrill. It's always very thrilling to start from scratch and to build something and kind of create a skeleton and then hang the emotions and the intentions and the hopes. And it's also very daunting because you're kind of stumbling around in the dark. Although this is unique in the sense that there's a beautiful, vibrant template that's already on display every night, 8 shows a week, which I've had the great honor and thrill of watching, what's happening on Broadway right now with this cast. So in that sense, there's a North Star that you're trying to reach, but at the same time, you don't know how that is all going to work until it starts to do that. We're a week and a half in, so we're just kind of starting to figure out where the land is.
I am so excited because I have a 20-month-old daughter, so I wasn't committing when she was young to long gigs, and I was doing television, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and You, and Mindhunter. And then I thought, at the beginning of the year, I think I want to come back. And then, first week of January, I get the call about The Ferryman. It's just the perfect job. It's such a beautiful play. It's a wonderful part. I get to have 7 children. And I already know from doing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof on Broadway, where I had 5 children, that I love having a big family. I never thought I'd have more than 5 children on stage.
Isn't that great? And you get to give them back at the end of the night.
I don't know if I want to give that baby back. That baby is really cute. I might want to hold on to that baby.
It must be great for the two of you to be going into The Ferryman. Tell me.
It's a very good feeling. You walk into the room, and if there's a friendly face, someone you have some history with, It changes the whole dynamic. It relaxes you.
Yeah, I agree. And to learn something new with the people that you've worked with, it's very rare. It's getting less rare the longer we're in it, but it's lovely. It's lovely.
Now, did you work with Sam Mendes yet? Has he been around?
Yes, Jez has been here, and Tim Hoare, who is the assistant director to Sam, has been brilliant, and he's been with the play from day one as well. So that's just been super helpful, and to be able to talk to the playwright and for him to give his blessing to you guys discovering what's in it for you. And it's just so well written that it's hard to mess up something like this, I say. But accents notwithstanding.
The wonderful thing about this process is we've given a lot more time than I thought we would. We've been given 6 weeks, and we've really been digging into the fundamentals of the play and making the discoveries that the original cast made without having their performances layered on us. Of course, we honor their performances because they're so wonderful, but I can't be another actor. I can be Uncle Pat, I hope. But it's been a blessing to have this much time.
It must be so great going into a show as a group. I mean, you're going in with Brian Darcy James. I mean, Shuler Hensley was incredible. Does it make it easier?
It does. It does. It does feel like we're all in the same boat. Which is really nice. And I have to say, we have some people who are currently in the cast who are staying in the boat and riding along with us, and they have been so warm and welcoming. It's really been helpful because it's a big thing to step into, and everyone has been so wonderful.
They vetted us. They really vetted us. So everybody you see on the stage has really earned their place in this show. I mean, it was, for me, it was 4 separate auditions, including a dialect session, which we had to come in and prove ourselves to the great Deborah Hecht. And the final one, and the final big boss, we got to go in for Sam Mendes, and it was quite an experience.
It was crazy. That was just such a wild one. Yeah, I mean, it was several, I think it was 4. Yeah, 4 for me as well, including the dialect session, and one right on top of the other, and then finally getting to meet Sam, which was an incredible experience, and then Jez in the room later on was just, that's just been a gift too. Getting to work with him and getting to hear his his insight into the play. And I mean, it really just weaves, there's so much woven into it from documentaries that we've been watching, The Disappeared, as well as personal stories and many autobiographical elements. It's really, I kind of went on a tangent there.
That's it, man.
But it's thrilling. The cast is so generous and open and lovely and bloody good. They're good. And Pat is a wonderful character to play.
I was going to ask you, what do you love about her already?
Well, she's kind of my father, which is the good news, bad news. Vicious, bitter, she's just a hideous person, but she's fun to play, and there's something under there that was alive once that you try to nurture a little bit and figure out. Yeah.
She's also hilarious. Everybody loves this character when you come to see her.
Yeah. She is. She does have some choice words,
They've been me explaining England and Ireland to all the Americans. That's mainly what it's been. Because actually everyone in the room is American except for me and the director. But no, we've been sitting around a table and actually answering questions and asking questions. We haven't actually got up on our feet yet, on our hind legs, and started moving. But I think after this press session, that the first scene, the prologue in fact, is what we're going to go and do.
Wonderful. How exciting is it for you gentlemen to have half of your cast, like a brand new cast, joining you all?
Fantastic. It's like a new coat.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a whole new thing. It's totally fresh, and we can't wait, but it's in great hands.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, we've done it before. We were the second cast, came into the first cast, then it was the third cast, now fourth cast. It brings a new energy. It brings new performances. It brings new versions of everything. So it's really exciting. It's why I'm still here.